Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins All World, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we have something truly special to share with you, something that might be hiding in your pocket or your coin jar right now. Yes, we're talking about the United States 5-cent coin from 1999. At first glance, this might seem like just another ordinary nickel, but hold on, because this coin could be worth much more than you might think. Stick with us till the end of this video, and we'll reveal exactly how much this 1999 nickel is worth today. Before we jump into the details of the 1999 nickel, let's take a quick look at the history of the US 5-cent coin. The nickel, which is worth 5 cents, was first introduced in 1866 and has undergone several design changes over the years. The most recognizable design on the nickel, which features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, has been in circulation since 1938. However, over the years, there have been many different designs for the reverse side of the nickel. In 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced a special series of coins known as the Westward Journey series, marking the 200th anniversary of Lewis and Clark's expedition. This was a special moment in American history, and these coins feature beautiful, historical imagery. So, what makes the 1999 nickel so special? Let's take a deeper dive. In 1999, the U.S. Mint released a new design for the 5-cent coin, as part of the Westward Journey nickel series to celebrate the Lewis and Clark expedition. The series included 3 unique designs: the obverse, showing Thomas Jefferson's portrait, and 2 reverse designs that represent the journey of the famous explorers. The first reverse design, this side of the coin, features an image of Lewis and Clark as they begin their journey westward. You can see them in a canoe, paddling along the river. This design was meant to commemorate their brave exploration of the unknown western territories of America, and it's one of the most memorable designs in the history of the U.S. nickel. The second reverse design. The second reverse design features Jefferson's home, Monticello, and this version is what you'll most commonly find in circulation. The iconic home is shown from a straight-on view, and this design continues the tradition of using Monticello as a key feature on the U.S. nickel. Now, here's where the value starts to get interesting. As with many coins, rarity is the key to value, and the 1999 nickel is no exception. Most of the 1999 nickels were made with the regular minting process, but a few rare versions slipped through the cracks. These are the coins that are of great interest to collectors. The full-step error. One of the most important things collectors look for in the 1999 nickel is a full-step error. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see Jefferson's home, Monticello, but in some coins, the steps leading up to the building are fully defined with clear, sharp details. If you come across a 1999 nickel where the steps are clearly visible, it could be worth significantly more than the standard version. This full-step error is incredibly rare and can greatly increase the value of your nickel. Double die errors. Double die errors are another kind of minting mistake that can add value to a coin. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice during the minting process, causing certain features, like the date or lettering, to appear doubled. If you find a 1999 nickel with a double die error, this could make it a valuable collector's item. Off-center strikes. Sometimes, coins are struck incorrectly, and when this happens, the design may appear off-center. An off-center strike on a 1999 nickel can make it much more appealing to collectors, especially if the design is still legible and the error is significant. Mint marks and variants. The mint mark on a coin can also play a role in its value. The 1999 nickel was minted in several locations, including the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While the Philadelphia mint marks are common, any variations, such as proof versions from the San Francisco Mint or specific error versions, can bring added interest and value to your coin. Beyond errors and special variants, the condition of the 1999 nickel plays a huge role in determining its value. A coin that has been in circulation for years can show signs of wear, discoloration, or even damage from handling. On the other hand, a mint state or proof version of the coin, one that has been well preserved, without any signs of wear, can fetch a much higher price. The higher the grade, the higher the value. So, if you have a 1999 nickel in pristine condition, you might have something more valuable than you initially thought. Coins that are rated at MS-65 or higher are usually the ones that stand out to collectors, and these can significantly increase the value of your coin. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have a 1999 nickel that's in excellent condition, features a minting error, or just happens to be a particularly rare version, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than its original face value. In fact, a 1999 nickel in top condition with the right features could be worth $42,000, that's right, $42,000 for a single 1999 nickel. It's amazing to think that something so small could have such a huge value, but it just goes to show how rare and valuable some coins can be. So, if you've got a stash of nickels lying around or happen to come across one from 1999, make sure you take a closer look. You might just have a treasure on your hands. Today, we have something special in store for you, the United States 5-cent coin from 1993, better known as the nickel. Now, at first glance, this might seem like a regular 5-cent coin that you've seen hundreds of times, but what if we told you that this seemingly ordinary nickel could be worth far more than you ever imagined? Stay with us until the end, because we'll reveal how much a 1993 nickel can really be worth today, and trust us, it's a number that's sure to surprise you. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1993 5-cent coin, let's take a quick look at the history of the U.S. nickel. The 5-cent coin, or nickel, has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1866. Over the years, it has seen various designs, but the most famous one, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front, has been in circulation since 1938. The 1993 nickel is part of the larger family of Jefferson nickels that have graced American coinage for decades. In fact, the design of Thomas Jefferson's portrait has remained on the obverse of the nickel for over 80 years. But what makes the 1993 edition stand out? Let's take a closer look. Like all Jefferson nickels, the 1993 nickel features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. However, what really draws collectors' attention is the reverse side of the coin, which showcases Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. Monticello has appeared on the reverse of the nickel since 1938, and it's one of the most recognizable and enduring symbols in U.S. coinage. In 1993, the nickel featured a relatively standard design with a few specific features that make certain versions of this coin more valuable. The main factors that contribute to the value of the 1993 5-cent coin are its rarity, condition, and the presence of any mint errors. For most coins, rarity is a critical factor in determining value. And even though the 1993 nickel was minted in large numbers, not all of them have survived in perfect condition. Coins that have been in circulation for years often show signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, dents, or discoloration. But when you find a 1993 nickel in mint condition, free from any damage and showing no signs of wear, that's when you found something really special. A coin that is in mint state or proof quality can significantly increase in value. Many of these coins were issued in bulk, meaning they were quickly put into circulation and saw a lot of handling. As a result, finding a pristine example of the 1993 nickel is rare, and collectors will pay top dollar for one that has been carefully preserved. Now, let's talk about the really exciting part, the errors. Minting errors can dramatically increase the value of a coin. For the 1993 nickel, there are a few types of errors that collectors look out for. Off-center strikes. Sometimes during the minting process, a coin is struck off-center, causing the design to shift or become incomplete. If you find a 1993 nickel with an off-center strike, especially one where the image of Jefferson or Monticello is clearly misaligned, this could make it an extremely rare and valuable find. Double die errors. Another sought-after error is the double die. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing certain elements of the design to appear doubled. A 1993 nickel with a doubled image of Jefferson or the lettering on the coin can be worth far more than its face value. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet is a mistake that happens when the metal blank used to make the coin is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a portion missing. If you happen to come across a 1993 nickel with a clipped planchet, this error can be highly prized by collectors. Die cracks. Over time, the dies used to strike coins can develop cracks or other forms of damage. If you find a 1993 nickel with a noticeable die crack, particularly around the lettering or design, it can be a unique feature that adds value. These errors are extremely rare, but if you find one, you might just be holding a treasure. The 1993 nickel is popular among collectors for a variety of reasons, and as time goes on, demand for well-preserved, rare, or error-free examples continues to grow. Coins from the Jefferson nickel series are always in high demand because of their historical significance and the rich design features that appeal to numismatists. Coins that are graded at MS 65 or higher, indicating near-perfect quality, are the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions or in private sales. However, it's not just about finding a coin in perfect condition. Even nickels with unique errors, historical significance, or even slight variations can fetch impressive sums, especially when they're rarer than the standard issue. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1993 nickel that is in outstanding condition or has one of those rare mint errors, you could be in for a real treat. A 1993 5-cent coin in top condition or with a minting error can be worth $46,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 1993 nickel could be worth a staggering $46,000. It just goes to show how much value can be hidden in something as simple as a 5-cent coin. So, next time you come across a 1993 nickel in your pocket change, make sure to take a closer look. You might just be holding a rare piece of American history, and a small fortune. Today, we're bringing you an exciting discovery: the United States 5-cent coin from 2004, also known as the nickel. While it may seem like just another everyday coin, this particular 5-cent piece has become a highly sought-after treasure in the numismatic world. But before you dismiss this coin as just another part of your loose change, you might want to pay closer attention. The 2004 nickel has a surprising value, and today we're going to explore why it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick around, because at the end of this video, we'll reveal exactly how much this 2004 5-cent coin is really worth. You won't want to miss this. Let's take a quick moment to appreciate the rich history of the 5-cent coin, which has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1866. Over the years, the nickel has seen many different designs, but the 2004 nickel is part of a significant series that was introduced in the early 21st century. The 2004 nickel falls into the category of Jefferson nickels, which have featured Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse side since 1938. However, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. In 2004, the United States Mint introduced an exciting change to the design of the reverse side of the nickel. This design update would play a big part in increasing the coin's collector value. The 2004 nickel features the well-known portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse. Jefferson's image has been a part of the nickel since 1938, and it's one of the most iconic portraits in U.S. coinage. But the real highlight of the 2004 nickel is the reverse side, which was updated to commemorate the Louisiana Purchase. In fact, the reverse design of the 2004 nickel is part of a series of new designs that were issued to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Louisiana Purchase, one of the most pivotal events in American history. The new reverse design features an image of Jefferson's home, Monticello, which is a significant symbol of both Jefferson's legacy and American history. The design on the 2004 nickel was part of a set of coins that would eventually depict key moments and symbols of the Louisiana Purchase, making it a part of a highly collectible series. The key factor that makes the 2004 nickel so special is its rarity, especially when you can find one in mint condition. While these coins were minted in large numbers, finding one in unblemished, uncirculated condition is a bit more challenging. Coins that have been in circulation for years are often scratched, worn down, or tarnished, which lowers their value. But when you find a 2004 nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition, it becomes a valuable piece of American history. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins in mint state, meaning they have been carefully preserved and have no visible wear. These coins stand out from the rest, and as a result, they can command a higher price in the marketplace. As with many rare coins, there are certain errors and variants that can make the 2004 nickel even more valuable. Minting errors happen when there is a mistake in the production process, and they can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a highly valuable collector's item. Some of the errors collectors look for in the 2004 nickel include off-center strikes. This happens when the coin is not struck properly, causing the design to appear misaligned. If the image of Jefferson or the Monticello on the reverse side is off-center, this can significantly increase the value of the coin. Double die errors. Another coveted error is the double die, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a flaw, leading to the design being imprinted twice. If you find a 2004 nickel with a double die, you found a rare and potentially valuable treasure. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet occurs when a piece of metal is missing from the edge of the coin, often due to the manufacturing process. This error can make a 2004 nickel a highly desirable item for collectors. Die cracks and cuds. Sometimes, the dies used in minting develop cracks or small pieces break off, which can leave marks or raised areas on the coin. If you find a 2004 nickel with these types of imperfections, it can make the coin much rarer and more valuable. Collectors prize coins with these kinds of errors, as they are considered unique pieces that stand out from the regular issue. Now that we've covered the rarity and errors, let's talk about the market demand. The 2004 nickel is sought after by collectors because of its historical significance and the fact that it's part of a limited edition series commemorating the Louisiana Purchase. Coins from this era are also of interest to those who specialize in Jefferson nickels or the Monticello design. The demand for high-quality examples of the 2004 nickel has been on the rise, particularly in excellent condition or with minting errors. As time passes, older coins continue to appreciate in value, and with fewer examples available in mint condition, the 2004 nickel has become a hot commodity in the coin collecting world. Now, for the exciting part. If you have a 2004 nickel in mint condition or with any rare minting errors, you could be sitting on a coin worth more than you might think. A 2004 nickel in excellent condition or with a unique error could be worth as much as $49,000. That's right, $49,000. A 2004 5-cent coin could fetch that kind of money if you have a rare, well-preserved example or one with a minting error. So, next time you come across a 2004 nickel in your pocket change, take a moment to examine it closely. You never know, you might just have a small fortune in your hands. Today, we've got an exciting find to share with you, a hidden gem that you may have overlooked in your change. Yes, we're talking about the United States 5-cent coin from 1991, also known as the 1991 nickel. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a regular nickel, right? But, wait until you hear the real story. This coin, while seemingly common, holds the potential to be worth much more than its face value. Stick around as we dive into the details of this particular coin and why it could be worth far more than you've ever imagined. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the 1991 5-cent coin. You won't believe what it could be worth. And stay tuned until the end, where we'll reveal the jaw-dropping value of this nickel. Before we dive into its value, let's take a brief look at the historical significance of the 1991 5-cent coin. The nickel is one of the longest-standing coins in American history, with its familiar Jefferson portrait gracing the front since 1938. But as we approach the 1991 nickel, we find ourselves in an interesting time in U.S. history. Early 1990s America. The early 90s were a period of economic transition, with the U.S. in the midst of a recession. Despite this, the U.S. Mint continued to churn out coins in mass quantities, and the 1991 nickel was no exception. In fact, millions of these coins were minted that year. However, while the mintage was high, the real value of this coin lies in something more rare, and that's where the story of rarity and condition comes into play. The 1991 nickel features the classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, which is no surprise for anyone familiar with U.S. coinage. Jefferson, the third President of the United States, has graced the front of the nickel for decades. His face is framed by the words, Liberty, and the year, 1991, with the motto, In God We Trust, also prominently displayed. However, the real magic lies on the reverse side of the coin. Here, we see Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson, depicted in a stunning design. Monticello is a symbol of Jefferson's legacy and his influence on the nation. This particular design has been on the reverse of the nickel since 1938, and it serves as a reminder of Jefferson's importance to the United States. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the rarity and condition of the 1991 nickel. While millions of these coins were minted, most have been spent in circulation over the years. The key to their value, however, lies in condition. Most coins that are used in day-to-day transactions get worn, scratched, or damaged, which significantly lowers their value. But here's the exciting part: ungraded, uncirculated 1991 nickels, coins that have been kept in mint condition, are extremely rare to find. These coins, with their sharp details, perfect edges, and flawless surfaces, are the ones collectors are hunting for. If you happen to have a 1991 nickel that's never been circulated or damaged, you could have a rare treasure on your hands. In addition to finding the perfect, uncirculated coin, some 1991 nickels have unique errors that make them even more valuable. Errors during the minting process are rare but incredibly exciting for collectors. Some of the most sought-after errors in 1991 nickels include off-center strikes. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, causing the design to appear off-center. These off-center coins are incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. Double die errors. If the minting die is misaligned, it can cause a double strike of the design, giving the coin an extra layer of detail. A double die error can add significant value to a coin, especially when it's from a popular series like the 1991 nickel. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet occurs when a portion of the metal planchet is missing before the coin is struck. These errors give the coin an unusual shape or missing pieces along the edge, and they can be highly collectible. Die cracks or cuds. Sometimes, cracks in the die used to strike the coin can leave a permanent mark on the coin surface. These cracks, also called cuds, make for interesting and unique variants that are often valued higher than regular coins. So, if you happen to have a 1991 nickel with one of these errors, you could be in possession of something truly special. Why is the 1991 nickel so valuable to collectors? Well, for starters, coins from this era are becoming increasingly hard to find in mint condition. Over time, the coins that have been in circulation for decades tend to wear down, which means that the number of well-preserved coins decreases. Collectors are always searching for coins that are in pristine condition or those with minting errors, which makes them extremely desirable. The 1991 nickel is especially in demand for collectors who specialize in Jefferson nickels or coins from the Monticello series. Plus, with the error coins being so rare, there's always a strong market for these unique items. Alright, the moment you've been waiting for. So, how much could the 1991 nickel be worth if it's in mint condition or has a rare error? Drumroll, please. If you have a 1991 nickel in perfect, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value as high as $53,000. Yes, you heard that right, $53,000. That's right, folks, $53,000 for a 1991 nickel. Who knew that a simple 5-cent coin could hold so much value? If you've got any 1991 nickels lying around in your collection or hidden in your change jar, be sure to check their condition. You might have a small fortune on your hands. Today, we have a special treat for you, a United States 5-cent coin from 1995, also known as the 1995 nickel. Now, you might be thinking, a nickel? Is it really worth anything? Well, you're in for a surprise. This seemingly ordinary coin has a history, rarity, and potential value that might just blow your mind. Stick with us until the end, and we'll reveal how much a 1995 nickel could actually be worth today. Trust us, this is one discovery you don't want to miss, so, let's dive right in and uncover why the 1995 nickel is more than just pocket change. You might just have a rare treasure in your collection. Before we talk about the value of the 1995 nickel, let's set the stage by exploring a bit of history. The 1995 nickel was minted during an important time in U.S. history, falling within the mid-1990s, a period marked by economic prosperity. The U.S. Mint continued its production of coins as usual, and millions of 1995 nickels were released into circulation. Despite the large mintage, however, these coins were not all created equal. While some 1995 nickels are still circulating today in ordinary condition, others, particularly those that were well preserved, have become extremely rare and extremely valuable. But what makes the 1995 nickel so special? Is it the design? The rarity? Or perhaps something more? First, let's take a look at the design of the 1995 nickel, which features two prominent and iconic symbols of American history. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This design has been on the nickel since 1938 and was created by the famous artist Felix Schlag. Jefferson, known for his leadership and role in shaping the nation, is seen here in his classic profile. The obverse also includes the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 1995. Now, on the reverse of the coin, we see Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. This historic building is a symbol of Jefferson's legacy and his impact on the nation. The reverse also includes the words, "E pluribus unum," out of many, one, and "United States of America," further highlighting the nation's unity and strength. The design has remained largely unchanged since 1938, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the U.S. Mint's history. But how does this play into the value of the 1995 nickel? Here's where things get interesting. While millions of 1995 nickels were produced, the key to unlocking the value of these coins is all about condition. In circulation, nickels can get scratched, worn, or even tarnished, which lowers their overall worth. But finding a 1995 nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition, with sharp details, crisp edges, and no visible signs of wear, are worth much more than those that have been used over time. That's why collectors are always on the lookout for nickels like these, well-preserved and ungraded coins that show minimal signs of handling. These coins are highly sought after because they are so hard to find in such great condition. If you happen to have a 1995 nickel that's been kept in pristine condition or carefully stored away, you might have a true rare find on your hands. In addition to finding a well-preserved coin, some 1995 nickels have minting errors or unique features that can make them even more valuable. Coin errors are always a hot topic among collectors because they represent one-of-a-kind pieces of history. So, let's take a look at a few types of errors you might want to watch out for with the 1995 nickel. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear off-center. These off-center errors are highly collectible and can add significant value to a nickel. Double die errors. When the minting die is misaligned, it can cause the coin's design to appear twice, resulting in a double die error. These can be quite rare, and collectors often pay top dollar for these types of mistakes. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet occurs when a portion of the metal planchet is missing before the coin is struck, giving the coin an unusual shape. Coins with clipped planchets are much rarer and highly valuable. Die cracks and cuds. Sometimes, cracks in the minting die create small raised areas or visible cracks on the surface of the coin. These errors are unique and can increase a coin's desirability and value among collectors. If you have a 1995 nickel with any of these errors, it could be worth a significant amount of money, even more than a standard coin in perfect condition. The 1995 nickel is in high demand among coin collectors, particularly those who specialize in Jefferson nickels or error coins. As mentioned earlier, the scarcity of pristine condition coins combined with the allure of error coins has led to an increasing market for the 1995 nickel. In fact, some of these coins have even been sold at auction houses for incredible amounts. The value of the 1995 nickel is only going up as fewer coins in mint condition are available, and more collectors are realizing the potential worth of these hidden treasures. Whether you're an experienced collector or a beginner, the 1995 nickel is a coin you definitely want to keep an eye on. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Just how much could a 1995 nickel be worth? Well, if you have a 1995 nickel in uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a valuable treasure. The value of this coin can skyrocket, and if you've got the right one, you could be looking at a price of $59,000. Yes, you heard it right, $59,000. That's right, $59,000 for a 1995 nickel. It's incredible to think that a simple 5-cent coin could be worth so much, but it's true. So, if you have any 1995 nickels lying around, be sure to check their condition, and don't forget to look for any minting errors that could increase their value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and hidden treasures, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future discoveries. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.